Hi, welcome back to another episode of Eve TCG. My name is Tony, here to talk about One Piece. It's been about a week, and since I shot my last video, still playing at the TCGs at the local LGSs. Still playing every Wednesday. Got out to a tournament on Saturday at Beckett Castle out here in Wisconsin. Love that shop. Finished in ninth place. Not bad for I think a total of 27 people, but it was cool. Won a couple packs. Won another participation tournament pack. It was fun. But anyways, uh, last couple of videos I made was just talking about cards that I'm noticing or that I bought or that I see at the LGSs that I think are really cool. That go kind of under the radar. I talked about the Grail cards already. I have my chases, my Grails that I want. I've mentioned it many times. The Dodger Luffy, the EBO2 Luffy, Gear 2. Those are my Grails. I might never own them because they're so expensive and priced right. And that's okay. Just want to let you guys know, like, you can't own everything, unless, you have a lot of money and you got money to burn, then awesome, right? But, like I mentioned before, I'm a father, I have my kids, I'm married, I got bills, mortgage, car payments, right? So I'm never going to own everything. And, some of you might never own everything, and don't feel you have to own everything. We're still early in the game. And I think there's still a lot of value in some of the cards out there that are, under $100, so again, I'm going to repeat myself. So talked about the Grails, talked about what I call the blue collar picks, cards that I think have value in them under $100 that are gems, and I was writing down notes, listening to other content creators, also what I see at the LGSs, and a lot of the players we trade with each other, right? Or they'll bring their binders to sell their cards or trade them for cards they need for their deck, and I'll see like alternate arts on there that like, ooh, I never seen that one. That one's really cool art. So I got a list here that I wrote down of a few cards that are under $10. So obviously these are not rare cards. These are cards that they probably made thousands of, right? So don't expect any grails like that or hidden gems. I just think these are really cool art, really cool to collect, and they might have some value. And some of these cards sometimes, since they're under $10, they're so cheap, people will buy them out. Like there'll be a guy that comes in with like $1,000 and buy them out on TCG Player, right? And all of a sudden this $2 card skyrockets to $40, $50, right? So just heads up on that. So if I mention something here, I don't expect it to get bought out or people to like follow what I say, but I did notice one card in this list that I think I purchased it a week ago for $7, and boom, it's at I think like I don't know $12 right now. I mean that's not a big amount, but it's climbing. So, anyways, enough babbling. Let me get to it. All right. So, anyways, starting off with the first one that I really like. This is the Shanks alternate art card from OP12. The card is OP12-008. I think this is such a cool card of Shanks. It's an alternate art. It's $9 on market price is $9 right now, and it's starting to go up. It's starting to curl up on the graph a little bit. I don't want to talk a lot about charts and graphs. I just want to talk about the card and the price, But this is under $10. Awesome Shanks card. Shanks is one of the strongest pirates out there. He pretty much mentored Luffy. I don't want to give too much of the show away. I can talk about it forever, but again, I don't want to be a spoiler. But anyways, that's the first card I wanted to talk about. Shanks for under $10. Again, they probably made thousands of these, so don't think it's a rare card. I think it's cool to add to your collection, or maybe hold it. Maybe long term it could be $20. Double in price. 5 years from now, who knows? Regardless, none of this is financial advice, guys. Just so you know, this is my opinion. Just cards that I like. That's all it is. You want to collect them, I think it's perfect for a binder. They look cool. Number two is Zoro. This one's from PRBO2. This is an alternate art, and this one is $12. It's a little above 10. I try to keep it around 10, but Zoro PRBO2 alternate art. The card is OP10-095, and I think this is a really cool card of Zoro. Not a lot of cool art you can get out there for close to $10. I think this one's a good buy here. So I don't own this card, but I will be buying it here shortly. So anyways, next one, another card, the third one, Luffy. Luffy, this is a promo card. It's a P-041. Now there's a lot of P-041s in various different categories. There's some that are like $400, $500. There's a regional card of this. There's like a championship card of this. Well, this is not neither of those. Okay, so this one is in his Gear 5 form, and it's going for $4. I think for Gear 5, to be able to get a Luffy for $4, I think that's cheap. Like, I mean, it might not be the most texturized or like shiny card. I don't have this card, but just so you guys know, I think for Gear 5, this is a good price for a Luffy. So $4, out in TCG Player I saw. So this is a cool card. All right. To continue, now I'm going to move on to some Tony Chopper cards here. He's getting a lot of fame based on the anime and the live action. He's a cute guy. I don't know. He could be the Pikachu of One Piece. Who knows? But these are some cool cards here that I found. Some for under $1. So, anyways, let's get started. The first Tony Chopper card is a promo card. It's from the State Tournament 2025. These were probably handed out. I have no idea. But it's cotton candy, like for 50 cents. It's a cute card of Chopper. I really like this card a lot. So that's one of them. Let me continue because I got a few other Tony Choppers here. So I got another Tony Chopper. This is a full art one. This one's $29. I'm sorry. This is from Starter Deck 29, Egghead. I was currently playing this Egghead leader of Luffy, but I don't play this card. I don't have this card. Alternate art. Market price is $12. Last week, this is the one I was telling you guys that was probably around $7 or $8. And it looks like a lot of people are buying this card right now. Like there might be a buyout on this, or a lot of people are just holding it for long term. But yeah, this one's really cool. Full art Chopper. All right, $12. It's over $10, but again, and be careful. There's a buyout. Maybe it'll drop to $5 in a month. I don't know. Something to look at. Again, not financial advice. Just think it's a cool card. The next Chopper card is from the Tournament Pack Volume 2, 2026. And this one is $1. And this one's really cute too. I love this one. This one was handed out. I do own this card. They handed it out when you go play at your LGS, just for the weekly LGS games we go play. They hand them out. When you pay your $5 to play, they give you 2 packs, and you get one. I got this pack, and I opened it, and it was a Tony Chopper. So really cute card. I love it. It's a buck. You can't go wrong for a cute card. Again, they're handing this out in promos. These are promo cards that you can't find in a regular pack from a booster pack. When you go to a Target or buy a booster box, you can't get these cards in that. So these are promos, so I imagine these are a little more rare. So just a heads up on that. Something to say about promo cards, All right, so next is the Chopper Gear 5 starter deck version. This one's another parallel. This one's $8. The card number on this is ST21-008. And this is a really cool card. I really, really like this card. He looks super cute. It's $8, and I believe this one in the Gear 5 starter deck box came in a pack that you can pull, like, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but I think it's 4 different cards in there, and so you're not guaranteed to pull this card in that deck. So in that pack inside of that starter deck. So this is not like a common card either, and it's considered a promo. Again, you can get it from packs from the store, booster packs. But this one's really cute. I love that card. Moving on. So I'm trying to just talk about the big names like the Straw Hat crew, because I feel that's where most of the value is going to be. Like, a lot of people like the villains. I like the villains. I like different characters. But I think I try to stick with the Straw Hat crew other than Shanks. I still think Shanks is a popular character in the show too. But so I think this is where you're going to find your more value with, the top characters of the anime, right? Or the show, the live action. So this one's Nami. This is from OP01-016. Now this is a reprint. It's not from Romance Dawn. This came out of something called an Ultra Deck promo. Not too familiar with the Ultra Deck. It's probably an older card, but this one's $3, and it's again a reprint of the Romance Dawn. This is a really cool card. I really like this Nami card. So for $3 market price right now, I think that's a good find for your collection, for your binder. Moving on to another Onami card. This one came in a welcome pack, volume 2. It's another promo. This one's OP06-101, and it's $8. I think it's a really cute card. There's a lot of versions of this card as well, but this one's super cool. It's a promo. Can't get it out of a pack either. $8 for Nami. And the next one, my favorite, and the last one I'm going to talk about here real quick. Just it's Sunday, try to make a short video for you guys, but this is Nami. I love this card. This is from EBO3 Dash Pack promo. This one I believe was when you bought an EBO3 booster box. They gave this to you at the One Piece store. This one's really nice. This is going to be a ST18-002. This one's going for $7, and I think out of the list of all these cards that I've listed out, this one might be one of my favorites, if not my favorite from the list I just talked about. It's a really cool card. She looks badass here. Looks like an alternate art. Not a common card. I'm sure there is thousands of these, but I love this promo. So yeah, keep a heads up on all these cards. That chopper I was talking about from the Egghead starter deck, that one ST29-007, that one's going up a lot, like just boom. So I don't know, there might be a buyout on that. So be careful with these buyout guys, because then somebody will come in, some whale will come in and buy like $1,000 worth of that card for like $5, and if it goes to $10, then they just doubled their 1,000 and they'll dump it on the market. So be careful with those buyouts. I don't care. I'll still buy that card because I like it, and I'll put it in my binder. And I think 5 years from now, it'll probably be worth $20, right? Who knows? I might be wrong, but not financial advice. But just be careful when you look at these cheap cards, especially when commentators like myself start talking about them. People will start listening and like, oh, damn, let me go buy 10 of these cards for 50 cents. Don't do that either. Buy one or two. This card could be a quarter next week, right? So anyways, just want to share with you the cards I like. Love One Piece, enjoying it, love playing the game. I hope you guys started playing. It gives you access, like I've said before, to MSRP prices on booster boxes, but you guys got to play the game. You can't just show up to an LGS, hey, I want a booster box for MSRP, and then take off. Like, they'll know, you have to have a Bandai number, you have to, log in. So play the game, not only because of that, though, because you have access, but because it is super fun, having a great time. My daughter and I are bonding with this game, like this LGS, this TCG. We're going twice a week. It's so much fun, guys. Anyways, happy Sunday. It's almost time to go to work tomorrow. The weekend just, flew by as always, right? Hope you guys are having a good time out there, being safe, and we'll talk to you on the next one. And please, if you guys are liking the content, feel free to like, subscribe, comment. It helps get the word out there, and yeah, just want to get more people in the LGS to play. I love the collecting. I love the investing part, but we need more players. There's a lot of players there already, but the more the merrier. Okay? Take care. Bye.